what this desperate
Oh,
action
yeah.
is going to look like?
Yeah.
What's our good friend the Crow's outcome? Oh, and
it's gonna be
back,
ugly.
everyone. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, desperate is the worst, but you get XP for it. You get to mark an XP and prowess, making a desperate roll.
That's
so
true.
hey, that makes it worth it.
Cool. So Scannon zips into the ghost veil, and then the problem is the ghost field, rather, right? With his
Right.
There's a ability called Ghost Veil, right?
Yeah, and he tries to get back, and he can't. And you can feel the Dimmer sisters like holding him in there, like
oh man,
like a metaphysical hand holding your head underwater.
Right.
Like basically they switch up because both pairs are following you now, right? You drew them both off,
right?
And they switch off, and one member of the pair puts her hand at the base of the other's skull, the same way you did for Maud to support her.
Okay.
And then the other just kind of like puts their hand out in kind of like a, like a nasty pantomime of a grip.
Gotcha.
And you can feel like something holding you in the ghost field.
That is awesome, and I super want to interfere with it. But I mean,
but can you interfere?
Well, I have an idea, but I don't want to. Okay. I don't want to steal your thunder if you had like a response. But I have an idea for that could help. Maud wasn't there. Like, you've run off and they've chased you down, but it was a run through the streets. And if she is spying them from around the corner, chasing you down, I could see her coming to interject.
And I picture the ghost field like, when Frodo puts on the ring, everything kind of gets glaring. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that before. So
yeah, cool.
Right. And things are only like significant structures and whatnot really stand out, I imagine. Like, everything else kind of looks like runes. So here's my thought, and this is terrible. This is a terrible, terrible plan. But if I've been able to listen in on their ghost network, Ron may be able to speak on their ghost network and impersonate one of them and say, like, tell them to go somewhere else. Like, this seems like a horrible idea, but it's the only idea.
That's a horrible idea that I absolutely appreciate.
Make that roll.
Yeah, right. So this is Maud sees this, I think, if that's okay. She sees him like run off, and like they're converging, and it's been a minute, and he hasn't just like, whoop, here I am, like the crow always does, like, yeah, no skin off my back, everything's fine, right?
I just killed the captain with a knife. It's fine. We're fine.
Everybody's fine.
Awesome. So I am going to. One of the things I have is arcane implements. And one of the things that is a part of arcane implements is quicksilver, which is totally poisonous and kills you, but it does make your mind easier to slip into ghost field.
Cool.
I think I have to look back at the rule for it, but I'm fairly sure it's you take like level 1 or level 2 harm drowsy. It sort of won't matter because I already have level 1 harm, so even if it was harm level 1, it would roll up.
Yeah.
So it's going to be at least level 2 harm, but it gives plus 1d on attune rolls. And I think I'm going to take this. They don't say like how it's used, but I think I'm gonna like rub my hand, like open up this little vial of quicksilver and pour it, like take off my spirit mask and like pour it on the inside of my spirit mask, so it like forms like a film on the inside. So and then put it against my face.
So just before you put the thing on your face, Rorik kind of like you can see Rorik standing next to you in a shop window reflection.
Yeah.
And he says, your friend is dead. If he's not dead today, he's going to be dead tomorrow. Let him go.
I look up at him. I'm like, I don't let go that easily.
I know.
I'm not one to give up on someone.
Yeah, I know. I had to give the advice. I didn't think you were going to take it. Do what you're going to do.
If you could help, it would be appreciated. And and that's when I like slap the mask on.
Cool.
I don't know, as a ghost, he can assist me in any way in this, but I like try like tuning and I think I pull out as well. I'm just like doing all my arcane implements. Like I pull out this little like lodestone and I try to like use it to like tune in, because I'm sure they're communicating right now. Like and try to listen in, and then if I can like break through to the communication. Sean doesn't remember perfectly, but they were very clear about naming each of the sisters after the hours of the night, and like they did them in pairs. And if I can, I want to call them out and say, chains. Sean, you know this better than this.
Yeah, I was just looking up that page too. I can't remember.
Yeah. I am going to find this because it matters to me.
Meanwhile, it matters to us and no one else.
Right. Everyone else is like, get on with it already. And I'm like, no, I want to know. This is important to me. Yeah, sorry, Twitch. You're like all listening. Yeah, okay. So page 240 for anyone in curious. If it works, my plan is to say honor song, silver and thread. We need everybody. We need everyone to return. There's been a development, and hope that gets them. We'll see. Maybe
Desperate.
Yeah, really? Yeah.
Yeah, this is a jeez. Desperate limited effect.
Yeah.
It's so desperate that Judd doesn't even know where to go with it.
No, I mean that's totally fair. All right. Desperate limited sounds totally fair. I don't really think I have any gear that could justify me getting better effect. And so
you know what? Rorik will help.
Rorik will help?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he says, say the manor's been breached.
I will do that.
And that will up the effect to standard.
Sounds good.
But like he does it like shaking his head.
Right.
Like he can hear in your head what you're about to say, and he says no. You
nice.
know,
like well, yeah, he's possessing me, right?
Right.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's roll this.
Better not be cheating, Sean. If you roll double sixes on this.
If I roll double six on this,
we're gonna take a look at your dice.
I will kick ass.
Please roll double sixes on this.
No sixes at all.
Ah, balls. At least you got a 5.
Yeah. All right. Hey, that was all worth 1 XP in resolve. Sure.
Sure.
I'm also gonna look up what Quicksilver does. I know it's not good. Quicksilver, toxic metallic fluid. User's mind opens further to the ghost field. Take level 2 harm, zoned out. And I've got like no stress to resist that, so I'm just taking that. Well, I have some stress.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna say that the Quicksilver has a really bad the Quicksilver and this like Dimmer Sisters network has a terrible effect on one another.
Oh, and, it's like it's like mixing your drugs.
Yeah, it's like taking your drugs in other drugs. Like it's a bad idea. Like you realize that it was a mistake plan. That you just had no way of knowing that you were about to make.
So you're telling me I'm taking level 3 harm?
Yeah, you're taking severe.
Okay, sounds good. I would like.
Yeah, you've got Quicksilver poisoning.
Nice.
Oh.
So that's. I was gonna say I'd like to resist it with resolve, but that sounds more like it's like a physical thing than it is a like. It's not like the.
Yeah. I can deal with that.
Yeah, I think I want to. Resist this, and we'll find out if this traumas me out. And like as she's putting on the mask, and Rourke says like this is a bad idea. We cut really briefly to like a flash where like where a much younger Maud is splashing her face and like her eyes are clearing, and her mother is telling her, "I told you it was a bad idea." And she's like, "Here, lass. I know how to treat this, and we'll get you right again." That this isn't the first time that maybe Maud has experimented with mind-opening, mind-altering drugs, and so I'm gonna. That's all just that's not a flashback. That's all just like a pretense for me saying I want to make a resistance roll to reduce that severe harm, just level 2. So do you want me to resist with? Is this yeah? So is this a prowess resistance or is this a resolve resistance?
I think.
I asked because I have Iron Will, which gives me a bonus to resist with resolve. And that's all that kind of.
I think it's resolve. I mean, I think Quicksilver poisoning is a resolve thing.
I like it. Okay, let's see if I can do this without stressing myself out. Yes.
Nice.
Okay. So that does not cause me stress. I assume that that's just reducing it from level 3 to harm. Level 2, right? It's not.
Yep.
It's not.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want me to still call it Quicksilver poisoning or?
Yeah.
Oh, there you
go. If anyone's not looking, my character sheet is a spectacle to behold right now. Let's get this map up. Yeah. All the harm, pretty much. This is fun times. 2 level 2, 2 level 1s, and most of the stress. Cool. Well, that was worth it. That's good.
Awesome. And on Scannon's end, Scannon, you know, it's this feeling that they've got their hands on you and they're holding you under metaphysically, right. And then as you start to thrash, and you know, ghosts in the area start to like feel the ripples in the water.
Right.
They let go and they drift away.
Wow.
Like briskly, you know, like with
right.
in a hurry. And you kind of come to, and you see a wave of a silk, you know, of a lace dress kind of go around a corner.
Gotcha.
And the knife that you were going to leave in the ghost field is in the ghost field.
Okay.
We'll have to get that later.
Yes.
I think you find Maud like laying, like leaning against a wall, her mask like on the ground, and her eyes just completely bloodshot and out of focus, like not staring at anything.
I'm going to pick up the mask and then pick up Maud and carry her into the hideout.
She's like a rag doll in her hand. Like she's really heavy because she's just like she's not helping you. She's not resisting at all, but she's just like, ugh.
So I think Maud is kind of ragdolled out, and then you feel like her muscles start to twitch a bit, and she stands up, but her body language is totally different. And
so I think this is Rorik I'm addressing right now.
You got it, Scannon.
All right. Well, come see the hideout. It's really quite fashionable.
We should go see some folks. I need to pick up your pay. This is a job, after all, isn't it? You are professionals.
Well, you do have a point there. All right. Let's go get the money.
just thank you, Rorik, for just walking Maud to this thing.
Yeah, and he like he fearlessly kind of walks you around. I mean, literally fearlessly, because he just doesn't care. He walks you around Crow's Foot, and gives the right passwords to people, and gets a goat cart first, and then gets a couple of crates of coin, and says,
"Wow,
this ought to pay you lads off."
So was this?
So he was the mysterious.
No, he wasn't.
Offer?
He wasn't.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, he's basically paying you to not hand him off to anyone.
Gotcha. Okay.
If you guys are cool with that, is that cool?
Yeah, I'm totally happy to have Rorik be our patron in this.
Fine with that.
Because I don't know if we made like a firm deal with anyone, right? We just heard
no, you didn't.
Lisa said that they would pay 4.
Yep.
Some other stranger was going to pay 8, and we're like, cool, we'll turn him into the stranger. But I don't think we even knew who the stranger was. We just
Right. We never tracked him down.
Yeah.
We had speculation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally. I'm way happy for Rorik to be our patron in this job.
Awesome. Me too.
We have some very much needed downtime now.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
how much coin does good Sir Rorik give us?
He gave you 8 coin.
Nice.
He gave us 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's what the other dude was offering. The crew is maxed out, I think, but we only have to spend it by downtime. So let's just, I mean, I have so much harm and so much stress, and I want to work on this.
Trauma.
Yeah. Well, that's not going anywhere. That's your life.
No, I know. That's going to stay there forever.
And also we have, I think we're still at war. So we're down to 1 downtime action. So I think we're going to blow through a lot of this coin.
I think you're right.
And weirdly for heat, I think this was a 0 heat job. I think this was smooth and quiet.
Yeah, we certainly tried to keep it that way.
Yeah.
I would say we get 1 heat for a high profile target though. Rorik is super high profile.
Which happens to make me incredibly happy.
Yeah, cool. 1 heat.
It's
1 heat's fine.
It's stealthy. It's the way I like it.
Yeah, because we definitely
okay, I have a quick mechanical question here.
Go for it.
Okay, on my sheet, there is coin and there is stash. Stash is the crew's, coin is mine.
Nope, that's all yours. The crew has its own coin. Yeah. Stash is every time the crew advances, every time the crew gets at 8 XP and gets an advance, we get stash. And that represents the crew giving us like long-term value, like not just coin in our pockets, but like investments that we're creating. Once you get a full bar of stash, your lifestyle goes up. You have like a better life. Once you can dip out of your stash if you want, but it trades in 2 to 1. So if you want coin and you need it and you're out, you can spend 2 stash to get 1 coin. But otherwise, stash just sort of stays in the background, representing how well off we're doing, and it basically comes from the crew advancing. I think
basically what we're going to do is we're going to spend coin to make sure our stress goes down and you get healed.
Yeah, exactly. Because we're each going to get 1. And you know what? Unfortunately, guys, I think we're getting more heat. I can't believe I don't remember off the top of my head, but you get more heat when you're at war, just for being at war.
Oh wow, do you?
I think so. And
I thought that was a house rule that I was going to write up, but I never really put into place.
Why do you have to help, Sean? Why?
Because I'm a jerk and I like the rules.
Clearly.
I like this game a lot, and so I like to do it as right as I can, even when that like bones me really hard because.
Oh, but we get -1 when we have downtime.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think.
Basically, I took one off and then I put it back on. Is what just happened
Okay.
on the sheet.
Oh, you
there you
did. Okay, I put one on, so we might be doubling up here. Hold on a second.
Okay.
So you get +1 heat if it's a high profile target. That's what we got.
Okay.
We get +1 heat if it happened in hostile turf. I don't think it was hostile turf. That was just. And then
No.
you get +1 heat if you're at war with another crew. Yeah. So we had to get a minimum of 2 heat on that job.
Right, but then it minuses 1 down to 1. I think you guys had 5, so now it's 6.
Cool. Well, no, I bumped it up to 5. We were at 4.
Okay.
Okay, so we're at 5 now.
We're at 5.
We're at 5.
And that's after we've taken the -1 off. We were at 4.
Okay.
We got 2. We got it.
Great.
But
Perfect.
but I don't think it matters because 4 and 5 are in the same category. But when you're rolling our entanglements, you'll roll as though we had 5. That -1 doesn't come off until the entanglement rolls.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Got it.
So
Cool. But as long as you don't have 6+, because that's a really nasty
yeah,
entanglement.
exactly. That's when Scanning gets arrested.
Right. Right.
That's
when I go to jail again. That's when I go
the
to
rule
jail
is that
again.
when we have 6 heat, Scanning gets arrested.
And I go to jail. Since I've already been there. And I've got my tattoo.
That is true.
Yeah, you got Iron Hook. Yeah, I was totally if Tackle like didn't trust us, if we didn't win him over, I was totally gonna be like, the Crow, show him that you're show him you're legit.
Show him my tattoo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
All right. So we got 8 coin. We don't really have any place to market because our crew is filled up, but I think we should just blow at least some of it, and then we can spread the route. Anything that we keep amongst the characters.
Okay.
Because Maud has 1, which means she's got room for 3 more. Scannon, you got 3, so you've got room for 1 more, and we can put stuff in stash if we need to. But I think we're gonna use a lot of it. So, do you want to do? Do you have downtime actions you want to do?
Yeah, definitely. I want to hit the phases of the moon.
That's a euphemism, right?
Well, it's the house of the faces of the moon.
I'm just kidding.
I want to check into all the positions now that I'm a missionary. And then I think that I'm going to have a nice high tea someplace.
Nice.
Cool.
Yes. Get some gunpowder tea in me to refortify.
Yep.
And remember that everything's still okay with the world in spite of the fact that we live in a rainy, dark, awful place. But there's always jobs to do, and that's something to look forward to.
Indeed.
Yes.
Cool. Sounds like you're indulging vice.
Yes.
Pull up your sheet.
So click on that bad boy.
Are you gonna bring a friend along?
I can bring a friend along.
No.
Who's gonna bring him?
I think that I'm going to take Petra to high tea. Unless that nod was I'm supposed to bring mine with me.
No.
No. Yes, I think I'll take Petra to high tea.
You can bring Maud all you like. She's not going to give you a bonus die.
Right. No. I'll bring Petra to high tea because she's been solid with us. So.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Petra brings a newspaper, the Duskval Gazette, and the front page is how Coleridge has been shut down and put into quarantine by the spirit wardens.
How did that happen, I wonder?
They say there's some sort of spirit loose there. Some kind of monster. Bubbled up out of the mines like some ancient creature.
Interesting.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, fortunately, the spirit wardens are on that, and we don't have to worry about it now. As we are having tea.
She clinks your glass.
Chin chin. All right. Oh, there you go. Now it shows up.
There's the sixes you needed.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an overindulge?
No, I don't think so.
Oh no! Wow, you had 8 stress. You got it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up? What's
So
up?
that
Roll
just
20?
takes it down to 2. Is that what the deal is?
Yeah. Unfortunately, vices is the one place you can't crit.
Fair enough.
Doesn't do anything.
Alrighty then. That's okay. My stress is way down. That's the important thing. Plus, honestly, I mean, seriously, even in the real world, whenever I have a nice hot cuppa with something to nosh, I know the world's going to be okay. Yeah.
What can go wrong?
Have you ever seen the Onion article about the man who has a burrito and his 6 minutes of his life is perfect? It's like, for these 6 minutes, my life is totally perfect. Yeah, this burrito. I'm like, yes, that is so true.
Honestly, that's how I feel in the morning when I have my first cuppa and I've got some toast with peanut butter on it and an apple. I'm good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I want to bring a whole bunch of money to my buddy Flint to do all sorts of things, to have him help me with all my various maladies that are, I think every single one of them is spectrally related. Zoned out, quicksilver poisoning, shocked, and ghost wreckage. Like every single one of these is like spectrally occult related in some way or another. But also to like seriously make amends for fucking up Coleridge and ask him what I can do to, like, what's going on and what I can do to, like, I think I just need to find out where this thing is, and I'm going to have to try and put it back in the box.
Right.
Because I let it out.
Right.
But I show up just like beleaguered and battered, and say, like, in order to do that, I need some tonics. I need some help. I'd like to basically tithe to his church.
Cool.
And kind of pray to the various forgotten gods that he has spoken to. And I think he's now made a new altar for the queen of the goat matron.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he has.
So basically I'm trying to do, I'm going to spend all the downtime actions, but in this one thing, I'm going to try and reduce stress, heal, and I think gather information about and try and find out where the goat matron's son is.
So you're throwing around some serious coin is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm dropping.
What's first?
Let's reduce stress.
Okay.
Let's start praying because I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna do it with Flint, and that did not help a lot.
Okay.
All right. So that takes off 3. That takes me down to 3. We'll just sit there. My next one is going to be to heal.
Okay.
I should pull up mod sheet. So I got 1 for free. I'll take that one as the device. Now I'm going to spend a coin to oops. I'm going to just mark, even though we don't have a vault, I'm going to mark all this coin in here. I'm going to spend 1 of those coin to does Flint have amongst his other skills the sort of tonics and herbs? I can't remember. I feel bad. It's been a while since we played, but I can't remember last time who sort of patched me up. I thought it might have been Flint, but I can't remember.
I don't think Flint would normally be able to patch you up, but I feel like because all of these things are soul problems, like he can help with that.
Soul problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if anyone is familiar with somebody getting quicksilver poisoning, it makes sense that a spirit trafficker would be.
He says, "You're lucky you didn't die from this. I don't know why you're not dead."
Neither are we, actually.
Scovlanders are tough to. Actually, she's not gonna say Scovlander. Skew Collins, we're tougher than we look.
Nice.
Great.
And yeah, you want to roll it since it's his fortune roll?
Sure. Do I do that off of the?
You just roll fortune. I can do it too if you want, but
yeah, I can do it.
I'll do it. Well, just in the past.
I got it. You just did it?
Nope, I haven't.
Okay, I'll do it.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
What is it? Two dice make sense?
I think that's what we said. I think it was one, and then it was one more because he's a contact in downtown. Nice. All right. So my clock already had one tick on it because I was healing from all the other stuff.
Yeah.
So that's going to fill that up. And all my wounds will go down a level.
Cool.
So shocked is gone. Ghost wreckage is gone. And now I have zoned out, reduced down to 1, and quicksilver poisoning reduced down to 1. I don't know if you want me to rename them or just leave them as is, but
yeah, I think leave them as is.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get back up, Flint says, "Listen, Maud, you've always been a good friend, but if you're looking to commit suicide, do it somewhere else."
Nice.
I look at him like, I think Maud looks at him like, she's like, if I was going to, I did what I had to do.
Oh, really? You had to? You had to turn Coleridge into a fucking charnel house?
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then the next day, you roll in here with quicksilver poisoning?
That too.
To be fair, Coleridge was asking for it.
They really weren't. They really weren't. There's a lot of parts. There's a lot of parts of basketball you could say that about.
but not Coleridge. No, those poor miners are.
I'll make it right. I'm sorry. I fled, so I didn't know what I did. It was a horrible, horrible thing. I'm going to go take care of it.
Yeah, good.
I want to go try and look for the Demon Prince.
Nice.
That's what you do when you're off time. You're just like,
I'd like to gather some information too, but I'll let you go first.
Yeah. Do you want to like gather info?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
I think I'm gonna gather. I mean, like normally this feels like it'd be a cheaty way to do it, but like I think it's fair to gather information with a tune. Like I feel like I can go to the altar.
Oh, totally.
And like find out. Like I'm totally tied into this.
Yeah.
To this priestess, and like I want to. Yeah. All right. So, I'm gonna. Oops. Oh, yep. Here we go. Find the Goat Prince. Got a 6.
Nice.
Cool. How does that work? Gather info.
Gather info is a fortune roll, and so if you get a 1 to 3, you get poor information, and don't have an opportunity for follow up. If you get 4 or 5, you get standard information. You can ask some clarifying questions. If you get 6, you get good information, and you can ask more like additional questions beyond it. And so, my question is just really like literally, where can I find the Goat Prince? Like, like how do I actually get to be physically in his presence?
He is in a mine in the center of Coleridge. It's an ancient mine, like one of the old ones that is kind of mined out, and he's like gathered a cult there.
Cool. And so my follow-up question, if you feel like this fills in the realm, is like, is there a way to get? You said the spirit wardens have quarantined it. Is there a way to get through other underground passages to that mine that bypasses the quarantine?
Yeah.
Can I get there?
Yeah, you can get there. Sure. You get just outside the mine, and then there's like a quarantine within the quarantine, right?
Right.
And it's like a full spirit warden SWAT team. You know, it's their demon killer squad, which is like spirit warden special forces.
Yeah.
And they've got they've got these short stubby rifles that you've never seen before, with some sort of demon killing ammo, and they're gearing up to go in and kill this fucker.
Yep.
Or try to.
Is the Crow coming with Maud doing this? Because she's not really announcing it.
You need to infiltrate a place. So I mean, why wouldn't I come?
Because I'm going after a demon.
Well, no, actually, because I was going. My gathering was I was going to try to. My concept was I was going to go to find some more Dagger Isle folk and try to track down the woman who taught me how to veil, and see if she knew how to get Rurik to attune.
Oh yeah, no, that's hell's good.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that you might be on your own with this one, but if you really want me, I'll be there.
No. Maud's totally gonna go. I just didn't want you to be like, yeah. So why don't we Maud gets up to this barrier and then cut back to Crow and see you.
All right.
Cool. What's Scanning up to?
So hold on a sec. In the night market, there is a Dagger Isle quarter.
Awesome.
And within the Dagger Isle quarter, there is a mahjong den.
Nice.
That is run by the now retired Mistress of Spies from the Dagger Isles.
Oh.
And one of the things that she specializes in is teaching young ones who have the gift to veil.
Nice.
And as such, she has a higher concept of attunement than the rest of us do. So I'm going to go to her and throw some of, if I can, the coin around.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure if that's applicable in this case. Okay. To see if she can tell me how Rurik could go about attuning or connecting to a place to keep him from going hungry.
Beautiful.
All right. So I spent 1 coin for my healing, and I'm spending 1 coin because I think you're going to go ask her, but ultimately, rather than get this being a gather information, you're going to try and put ticks on the long-term project of doing this, right?
Oh, okay.
I think it's more than just like, oh, he needs to say these words backwards. It's like it's a whole process.
Well, I was thinking that if it was going to be a long thing, that the first thing that I do is hit her up, and then I would try to track down a place that is actually long-term haunted.
Yeah.
And talk to that ghost.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that can all be grist for the mill of putting ticks on the clock of getting.
Yeah, let's start a project clock. Let's start an 8 count project clock.
Cool.
Okay.
Do you want to put it on your sheet?
Sure.
And it can be how can ghosts attune to keep from being feral or whatever, however you want to phrase it. I love the character you created. Her name is Lenia, and she's the former Mistress of Spies.
Ghosts. Yep. Whoops. Sorry. Very good. Okay.
And make a roll.
Up and go. And this is a fortune roll,
Yes.
and I get an extra die for the coin that I spent.
Yep.
The coin lets you make the roll.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Oh,
the coin.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The coin, like we're out of downtime actions because we're ore. We only got one, but for each coin we spent, we get another one. The coin, however, you can spend more coin to improve the value, the outcome. So let's say you get a 1 to 3 result, you can spend coin to bump that up to 4 to 5.
Okay.
So yeah, you could pretty much buy success in downtime if you want.
Fair enough. I will give that a shot then.
Yeah.
All right. Roll in the fortune.
So what exactly are you rolling?
I'm getting the lowdown on the ghosts, right?
Yep. I just wanted to know, like, if you're using an action or like where the dice were coming from, I guess is what I was saying.
I guess because Sean had said the gather information was a fortune roll.
Okay.
Yeah. It's still, but it's a fortune roll in the sense that like you can't roll poorly, but it's still based off of like an action. So you're gonna say like I'm gonna do. It sounds to me, I know this isn't your strong suit, but it sounds to me like you're consorting. Honestly,
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Which is 0 dice.
So that's not a fortune roll.
No, it is. It is. You just say fortune, and then you say the reason why it's fortune is it doesn't have position or effect. It doesn't like you don't say like it's risky or whatnot. Because whatever you get, that's just results. And like if you roll 1 to 3, that just means you only get 1 tick on the clock. If you roll 4 to 5, you get 2. If you get 6, you get 3. You can't like fail on this, even no matter how poorly you roll. So. Yeah, so go ahead and roll fortune, and then under dice say 0, and under what it is, you can say talking to.
Yeah, talking to Linnea.
Yeah. And again, like you can just throw money at it to make it more successful.
So I'll just throw some money at this. Okay. Hold on.
No worries.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
No worries.
Okay. Cool. So I can throw. I guess I'll throw. I can throw a coin, 2 coin at it to bring it up to 5. Or 4 or 5 means the same thing.
No, each coin increments it. So it's right now it's a 3. If you spend 1 coin, that'll bring it up to a 4 to 5. If you spend 2 coins, it'll bring it up to a 6. If you spend 3 coins, it'll bring it up to a crit, and you'll get 5 ticks. That means you just dropped 4 coins on this thing, but like, hey, we got it. So, it was 1 to make the roll and 3 more to drop it up to a crit. But
Well, no, let's just, I guess, bounce that 2 to get it up to a 6.
Okay.
So 6, we'll put 3 ticks on it, and I'll go ahead and mark the I'll go ahead and mark off the gold. Yes, the coin.
And our visionary balls.
Yep. So I already spent 1 for you to do the action, so I'm gonna take off 2 more.
Okay.
Cool. So we've already gone through 4 coins. See, it's so easy to go through it. You don't ever have to worry about having too much coin.
There you go. I never do.
And I should roll entanglement. I should have done that before you guys started.
Yeah.
Oh, balls. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's fine. Okay. You can still hit us with it. We also should get rep.
Exactly.
Yes. Hold on, rep.
Yeah, we kind of jumped ahead because I was like, I need downtimes. Sorry about that.
Yeah, okay, whatever. It's like you had harm or something.
Yeah, I was just crying about all my stress and harm.
Uh-huh. Exactly. Wow. That's all in here.
Reputation. Where is it?
It's 2 rep plus 1 per tier higher of our target than we were, or -1 per if it's per tier lower. So we're tier 1.
Right.
Rourke used to be tier 3 when he was crows. I don't know if he still is or not. Like, I don't know where he ranks.
Yeah, it's weird though, because you didn't necessarily like. Is it the target or is it the people you were competing with to get the target?
I think in this case, I think it's fluid, and I think in this case it should be the people we're competing with, because that's where the rep matters. Like Rourke doesn't matter as much as all the other people he had to sort of like beat. But that's you can decide that the reputation we get comes from either sources and give us rep based on that.
Got it. So I'm going to take the highest of the people in play. And I believe in this case, that's
the Spirit Wardens.
That's the Spirit Wardens. Because they were on the table. So am I right? That's 6 rep?
Yep.
Wow.
Are you putting that on the sheet or shall I?
I'll put it on.
Okay. Are you guys going up? Yes.
Yep. That puts us over. So 4 fills us up because we have a turf. So we only need 4. And then we'll clear out and we'll go up to 2. And if you are going from one tier level to the next, you have to spend a bunch of money to go up, but we're not. We're just going from weak hold to strong.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
So now we're tier 1 stronghold, meaning we have our shit in place. We're not. Also, it means that we're not considered tier 0 anymore for being at war.
Right.
When we were at war with tier 1 weak, you lose 1 level of hold for being at war.
Wow. So when that war ends, are we going to go up a tier? Like, boom?
No. We're just effectively we were tier 0 strong when it came to the war. And then as soon as the war ended, we'd go back to tier 1 weak. Right now we're tier 1 strong, but we're effectively tier 1 weak because.
Wow, I really thought we went up a tier. Okay.
I thought so too. I was excited.
Yeah.
I can't deny it. I was excited.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
We didn't actually go down. We're just temporarily reduced. So
got it.
We had only gotten up to tier 1 weak at all in terms of.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Awesome.
But we're 2 more scores. We could be tier 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's entanglement, and then we'll call it a night. And I think the entanglement will probably be something we do next time.
That sounds good.
Can I go ahead and dash these clocks that are on the crew sheet?
Which
Dimmer Sisters, Railjacks, Gondoliers, and Spirit Wardens, or find Rourke.
Yeah. All the Rourke ones you can get rid of.
Okay.
Except for the Spirit Wardens in the mix.
Right, because they're still in the mix.
Let's leave that one there. Right?
I think so.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Everybody else has given up, but I think those guys don't give up. Awesome.
I think you should leave the Wobbegong crew finds them though, because that's our accomplishment.
All right.
Yeah, up to you. I don't care.
So we're rolling dice, so it's 0, right?
Yeah, because it's our wanted level, which we've kept down low by going to prison.
Oops, this one.
Cool. Reprisals or Unquiet Dead. Cool. I think we'll deal with that next time.
Cool.
I think we'll.
What was the?
I'll give myself a week to think about it.
Okay.
The choices were either reprisals or Unquiet Dead, and I think it's going to be reprisals since you're at war. That seems to make sense more.
Yep.
So I think like the Red Sashes are going to lash out at you guys, but we'll deal with that next time. And Should we do XP and then call it a night?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Wobbegong crew XP, shall we?
Sure.
Execute a successful smuggling, or acquire new clients or contraband sources.
I would like to say that we smuggled a ghost past a whole lot of people that were trying to find him.
I agree. I also think you acquired a new client. I think I'm going to give you 2 on that.
Yeah.
Because you decided to keep Rorik, and I feel like he's a good source.
I think so too. I feel like he's a person we want to work with, and we're spending. We just dropped 3 coin towards a project of getting him stabilized, right? Like we're not giving up. We weren't like, that wasn't just talk.
Yep. Right. Exactly.
Cool. Awesome. And contend with challenges above your current station. Totally. I'll mark that.
Yeah, I think we did it multiple times, honestly, with the Dimmer sisters.
Yeah. I'll give it 2.
Very much so.
Bolster your crew's reputation or developed a new one. I think this is the first time you guys really messed with magic stuff explicitly. Like I really took on a ghost job, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do that.
Yeah. What do you think?
Which honestly, besides smuggling, was the other thing I really wanted to do. Cool.
Awesome. Our reputation right now is daring. I feel like occult or weird or like in the know, like,
right.
You know, there's several times where you sort of like, between you using Ghost Veil and modded tuning, that we like showed people the Dimmer sisters tackle Rorik that we were playing in that game too. I'm not sure what reputation we should call that. That feels like it's a new reputation. Does occult sound too vague?
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like.
How about mystic? Spiritual.
How about spiritually savvy?
There you go. Spiritually savvy.
Like it.
Cool.
And express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we had like some choices about who we were going to ally with, and we kind of decided like, forget any of you. We're going to ally with the person who we're like talking to right now, who seems reasonable.
I'm so excited about that. Rorik is like a character in my head who's very vivid, so I'm really, really excited to.
Yeah, I'm excited for him to be like part of our crew interaction as well.
Yeah,
I'm kind of wanting him to anchor at the hotel.
Nice.
Yeah,
I want him to be kind of like part of the crew, kind of the guy we go to, you know, who gives us advice, but we don't necessarily listen to, you know.
I think he's got his own agenda. Like I think so too.
I think so too. But.
Yeah. Cool. So we get a crew upgrade. We could certainly pick it next time, but one thing we could do is add a vault, which would allow us to actually hold this extra 4 coin. That would
be huge.
Cool. Let's do that.
All right. Yes. So that's if we choose that, if we choose crew upgrades, we get instead of abilities, we get 2 of them. So I'm gonna take vault as one of them.
Yep.
And I think we also been talking about other training. I don't know if that's something we're interested in, having like resolve training or insight training, or perhaps better stuff, quality weapons, quality implements. I would super be down for quality implements because that's what a lot of mod does. But I realize the utility of saying weapons and gear and things like that as well. Also, I
would actually be down with some resolve training because I would like to get some stuff into consort.
Awesome.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. That.
So
awesome. So we took vault. So that means that the 4 extra coin that we're holding on to is actually now sitting in our vault. And
there you go.
I feel like that's one of the things that like when Rorik loaded some stuff in in like a cart, like we then later on was like, okay, we need to like dig ourselves a hole and like secure it and lock it up to put all this stuff in. Like, so bring some masons along with you.
Right? Exactly.
Cool. And I think he says like, I know just the guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you know what I think what we're going to do is we're going to find an office in the hotel and use that as our vault.
Cool. Awesome.
Because it's already got enclosed walls. I mean,
Right. but now it's like got steel bars,
Right,
and all
exactly.
that stuff too. All right.
Cool.
So that's the crew. Scannon, you want to go next? I got your character sheet up.
Sure.
If you scroll down, yours are at the bottom.
Okay, so I get, let's see here, I did a desperate roll on prowess, so I get to add one to that. There we go.
Cool.
Actually, did I do 2 desperate rolls on prowess?
I think you did.
Because I had just, okay, so I get to, okay, so now that I maxed that out, I get to add a dot to something?
Yeah, if you max out, you get to add a dot to anything in prowess.
Okay.
Up to 3.
Because that's what I used.
Yep.
Sweet.
Okay.
The next one is very true.
Yes, I certainly did that.
You address the challenge with stealth or evasion.
Right.
You did that certainly with the Dimmer sisters. When you were sneaking past them.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do it another time?
I don't. Not necessarily. I mean.
Yeah, maybe not.
I think that's an overall kind of evasion thing that I did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I brought stealth into it at all in that regard.
Cool.
I expressed my heritage by going to visit Lemia.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Also, I feel like you expressed your beliefs in that, like when you saw Rorik, you were super deferential to him, and you were like, "I know you're a player, and I want to be a player, and I want you to take me seriously." Like,
yes,
very much
I
so.
felt like that was like a lot of like, not posturing. It was like, we're not enemies. How do I make this? How do I make you and I right? Like, what do we need to do? And that seemed like it was very important to Scannon that like he not be written off as just like another scoundrel.
Right, and I also think that part of my drive was rather than carry Maud into the hideout, we actually went around for money.
Yeah.
Because that is important to me.
Yep.
And I don't think that I struggled from issues with my vice or traumas this session, so.
No.
I think we had a showdown the last session, but not this session.
Cold, haunted, yeah. Okay. All right. Maud is up. I already marked my desperate action. I addressed the challenge with knowledge or arcane power. I did that a bunch.
Yep. I think you can. I think you can mark 2 on that without any kind of.
Yeah. Thank you. Actually, I think I'm gonna not put that in personal. I'm gonna put it into resolve. Let's see if I can get some social skills myself. You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I was bringing a lot of my background in with regards to like Maud's experience with weird occult stuff or weird things. And then I didn't mean to, but I think Rorik gave me the opportunity to say what my beliefs are. Like he's like, give up on him. And I decided in this moment that Maud doesn't believe in giving up on people. And she's gonna like, she didn't like it last time when we had to give up on that ghost. And this time when it was like, oh, the easy choice would just be like, just let him rot. She decided to stick to it and not. And that was an important interaction for me.
And I don't know if it's worth bringing up or not, but basically when Flint tells you, you should be dead, you're like, well, my kind don't die easy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a call out to your heritage.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So.
And then you struggled with issues from your vice or trauma during session. I definitely struggled with my faith. I went to go to my faith place where things are supposed to be happy, and they're like, it's not happy here because you fucking wrecked it.
Yeah,
dumbass.
Yeah, you done broke it, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm going to take that, which fills up my resolve, and I think I'm going to take a dot in consort, because I've done it, and I haven't been good at it, and I feel like.
Cool.
Maud's been talking to people. So
awesome. Cool. So just to be clear, so I understand, you didn't put any of your XP into playbook advancement. You put it into kind kind of stat advancement. Is that correct?
Yep.
When you can choose to do that.
Yeah, when you roll desperate action, you have to put it in the stat or in the attribute.
But
sorry,
everything else is a choice.
Everything else is a choice. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Interesting. That's some you always.
I wasn't aware of that because I would have been thrown in some stuff elsewhere if I'd done that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting. That's next level shit that we always. Whenever I watch Sean play, I'm like, wait a minute, what's that
cheating guy do? No, I mean, what's that? Yes, no, that's legit. You get to put it. You get to put the XP anywhere you want.
You're only cheating when you're rolling your dice. Your fake digital dice.
Well, if you hadn't hacked Roll20, then that wouldn't have been a problem for anyone.
Right.
Seriously.
This is so much fun. I'm so glad we did it. I don't think we're done with downtime because of demon issues and things like that. But if next time we play, we need to fast forward through them really quick, that's fine. Or if I'm not here, I can certainly pick up on the stuff in a future session too. So.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you guys. This was
Thanks.
Times.
Yeah, this is good times.
I can't begin to tell you guys how much I missed this.
Yeah, me too.
Me
too. I was feeling it, so I'm glad we got back to it. I'm glad we finished the workshop. It's nice. I'm sorry that the Bold Boys couldn't join us, but I'm super psyched that we got to finish this job. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I think we would have cut it off early otherwise, and would not have had nearly the rich ending that it did. So
yeah, I like these little 2-man jobs are kind of satisfying. I like them. They're kind of fun.
Yep. And they're tough because you don't have a lot of resources. It's just
Oh yeah.
Okay. Good night, all.
Good night.